Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. This is Jason, host of Fighting Words Financial. Today I wanted to talk to you about Impinj Inc. that trades under the symbol PI. This stock was originally brought to my attention by a random comment in my Patreon group, link in the description. And after taking a look, I have to say that I am intrigued and this stock is going to be on my watch list for sure. I should disclose at this point that this video, of course, is for entertainment purposes only. Don't take this as instruction to buy, sell, or hold any security. And I don't have a position in this stock, but I'm certainly not ruling one out anytime in the near future. Now, I haven't quite decided anything about owning this stock myself at all as of yet, and it's still rather firmly in the category of I don't know for me. So, of course, I'm not going to cover everything about the stock today, and there's always going to be things that don't make it into a video. So we're going to cover the company's advantages and its challenges, and I think by the end of the video, you're going to have a clear idea of who they are and what they do, and maybe that can help you make up your own mind about whether or not this stock is worth a risk. Now, if I were to look at this stock purely from a bullish perspective only, I think that now is a pretty opportune time to be aware of this company while it's still relatively small and while they're emerging from some coronavirus-related challenges. This stock has absolutely been on a tear lately, more than doubling in price in just a few months, but the total market cap for Impinj is still a modest $1.4 billion. But I don't like to focus on short-term results because I'm not a short-term investor. So let's put aside the short-term positive results and let's look at the long-term future of this company based on what they do, the potential for growth for the entire industry, and their strength relative to peers. So what the heck do they do? What is Impinj all about? In short, Impinj is a manufacturer of RAIN RFID devices and software. RAIN RFID is an acronym, of course. That's really a brand name for a wireless communication standard that describes a specific subset of technologies that are often lumped in together with the more broadly used term RFID, or radio frequency identification. The term RFID is a little too generic to describe what Impinj does. RAIN RFID is a passive, battery-free wireless technology that already connects billions of everyday items to the internet. The Impinj technology suite of integrated hardware and software is a RAIN RFID Internet of Things platform that connects physical items, including physical items that aren't normally connected to the internet, to the cloud. These connections that the Impinj technology suite makes provide rich real-time data and actionable business intelligence, allowing customers to identify, locate, authenticate, and engage with each item. RAIN RFID is used in a wide range of applications, including inventory management, asset tracking, and shipping verification. RAIN is the fastest growing segment of the RFID market and uses a single global standard. RAIN has connected over 40 billion items to date, providing internet connectivity to and real-time information about everyday items such as medical supplies, luggage in transit, package deliveries, auto parts, food, and more. RAIN RFID enables the true Internet of Things. Impinj is not simply providing the hardware for inventory tracking. A large part of their business model is also a cloud-enabled big data play. The software suite includes Impinj Item Sense, Speedway Connect, and Impinj Item Encode, which are designed to produce actionable business intelligence, identify supply chain problems, simplify solution deployments, and reduce operational and labor costs. The company is surprisingly well covered by analysts, with 7 major firms including Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, and Needham all currently sporting buy recommendations for the stock. By every available method of fundamental analysis, this company is actually overvalued. Enterprise value to sales ratio is pretty high at 10, and price to book value is high at 13.4, etc. But investors across the board these days are increasingly less interested in fundamental analysis when it comes to growth stocks, and your comfort level with these numbers is probably a reflection of whether or not you think the industry as a whole is set to grow, or the Internet of Things is finally going to live up to its promise. Analysts seem to think that growth is in the future of this company, with 5 strong buy recommendations, 1 buy, and a single hold recommendation. Some positives in the capital structure of this company are relatively low debt load, low short interest, and high levels of cash on the balance sheet. Analysts really do seem to think that Impinj is at the precipice of a significant untapped market in the radio frequency identification space. They also seem to think that the Internet of Things is finally set to come into the mainstream, and that the RFID technology market will be worth an estimated $40.5 billion by 2025. So what are some of the challenges that this company faces? Well, it's pretty hard to argue the idea that the Internet of Things as a concept fell short of expectations in the last decade. During the first half of the last decade, there was exponential growth in interest in the Internet of Things and a substantial reduction in barriers to entry. Lowered costs of connectivity helped, and software platforms made deployment a lot easier. But the Internet of Things never seemed to reach that so-called tipping point necessary to achieve sustained accelerated growth. I think that there were so many expectations and a lot of wacky ideas that were forecast in the beginning, weird things like connected toasters or even connected household pets that were never going to be a reality. Internet of Things technologies were always going to follow a lifestyle approach and track products that needed to be replaced with regularity, and the development of the Internet of Things has been a little bit slower than wild original predictions. Competition is another worry. While Impinj does seem to have an integrated and specialized approach that few other companies in the industry do, they do have much larger, well-capitalized companies that have competing solutions that at least in part are taking some business away from Impinj. There's also the worry that RFID is not a new technology and that there may be some new technology on the horizon there that maybe isn't advanced enough yet to become a threat, but may one day become more prevalent. Some combination of drone technologies, visual recognition, and artificial intelligence might one day make RAIN RFID obsolete. 2020 and the coronavirus pandemic pretty conclusively demonstrated that Impinj is going to be vastly affected by the retail apocalypse, unless they're able to get some major online retailers to adopt their technology solutions or find wider acceptance in non-retail applications. Which, to be fair, guys, they do have plenty of opportunities outside of retail, and they're actually doing business in plenty of spaces outside of retail. It's pretty clear, in my opinion, that analysts at least favor this company for the moment and see that Impinj's moment to shine might be coming pretty soon. Now, I'm not 100% convinced of this myself. I see that Impinj is spending aggressively on research and development in order to find a way to reduce cost of RFID adoption, which has been a major stumbling block when it comes to wider acceptance. For me, guys, this is far from a slam dunk that Impinj has this bright future. I am cautiously optimistic about Impinj, though. That should be said. Impinj is going to go on my watch list, and I'm going to be keeping an eye on them in the future. Because that competing technology that I'm so worried about really has yet to emerge. I'll be sure to update you guys in the future if I change my mind on Impinj. But anyway, folks, these are just my thoughts today on this company. I didn't know if you had heard about it or not. If you guys know something that I don't, or you think I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.